Hello YouTube, this is Chris Tang, here with the Druid guide, balanced Druid, including the Boomkin. Now, the basic stat that you're going to go for the Boomkin is Intellect. Now, Intellect, what it does, it basically increases your mana. Spirit is your secondary stat, which increases your mana regeneration. Stamina just increases your health, but it's always nice to have as a caster. Except for healers. Alright, well, I'm a fairly new 85. Alright, I've only been 85 for about 3 weeks. Maybe a bit longer than that. Now, most of my stuff are Valor Point, Justice Point, or Rate Finder, because I can't seem to get a actual Dragon Soul group together. One thing that you're going to want to know about Balanced Druids is they have a balance bar up here. Seeing as how I'm in Lunar Eclipse right now, I'd use Starfire. And Starfire moves it to the right, moves the little slider to the right. Star Surge moves it in whatever direction that it's supposed to be going into. And Wrath moves it to the left. Here, I'll prove it. Or demonstrate. Starfire. And now I have it into my solar eclipse. Now let me get it into my solar eclipse. I tend to spam the buttons again a bit. Cannot even talk today. Alright. Now see, I'm in solar eclipse. And if you're wondering about my trinket, or while I was glowing, it's Foul Gift of the Demon Lord. It drops from Well of Eternity, of Manaroth. But basically, you can add in these spells. You're always gonna want to have Insect Swarm on. So that's a dot. It's a damage over time, and that's always good to have on your boss. And if you're doing PvP, you're gonna want wild mushrooms in front of you and your target. So what that does, it does damage to them, and it slows your target so you can back away. Now, Nature's Grass, when you cast this, anything that hits you, that melee hits you, they get Entangling Roots on them. 100% chance. And if you don't have that active, you can just manually entangle roots them. I can't do it on this target dummy, but pretend that it has big roots around the bottom of it. If you're in a raid and everyone's dying and they've got low health, you can always pop Tranquility, which heals for a fairly decent amount, even no matter what spec you're in. I always like to have Healing Touch up here on my hotbar, just in case I need to heal myself out of combat. And is the Valley of Strength under attack again? I don't know why, but the Alliance on the server, they just always attack. No respect. I quite like this trinket. But reforging, your most important reforging is going to be into haste. Now, what haste does is, let me put that away. See if I can find it. Haste increases spell casting speed. That's what it does. Now, you're always going to want to reforge into that. I had to reforge out of Spirit because one of the talents that you get early on in balance is that Spirit, it goes for hit rating, and I'm already capped on hit rating, so I had like 23.70 something hit rating, and I had to reforge out of that because it was dumb. Uh, it's nice to have a little bit of critical strike rating, mastery, and if you're for talents, what you're gonna want to have is Nature's Grace up to 3, Starlight Wrath up to 3, and Nature's Majesty 2. And you're gonna want to have Genesis up to 3, Moon Glow. You're not gonna want to have Moon Glow. You're gonna have Filled Power, Balance of Power. You're going to want to have Full Euphoria, I believe. Obviously you're gonna want Moon Conform. Typhoon, you don't have to have it, but it's nice to have. Shooting Stars, you're gonna want that up to 2. Dream State, put 1 in that. Force of Nature, put 1, because that's just 1 spell. Alkin Frenzy, put all 3. Solar Beam, put 1. Sunfire, you're gonna want that one. Earth and Moon, you're gonna want that one. Fungal Growth, you're gonna want that one to full. Lunar Shower, you're gonna want that one to full. And Starfall, which is your last one, you're gonna want that. Now, these, Blessing of the Grove, you're gonna want that one to full. You're gonna want Natural Shapeshifter to full, because that reduces the mana cost of all your shapeshifting by 20%. Heart of the Wild to full, and Master Shapeshifter to full. Now glyphs, I don't have all my glyphs filled in, but the ones that are useful that I use are Glyph of Insect Swarm, Glyph of Star Search, and Glyph of Wrath for your prime glyphs. For your major ones, it's always nice to have Glyph of Rebirth, because if you're gonna battle res someone, then you're going to want them to be at full health. If they're not at full health, then what's the point of battle resing them? Because your healer's probably focused on someone else. Unless it's the tank, which they might get healed all the way. But, and Glyph of Starfall reduces the cooldown of Starfall by 30 seconds, which is always nice to have since Starfall is kind of an AoE attack. And Glyph of Unburden Rebirth, you no longer requires a reagent to cast Rebirth. And if you don't have that one, I recommend getting it, because it's just ridiculous having to keep all of your maple seeds in your bag. Now at the moment I have multiple different tokens in my bag that I haven't turned in yet. But that's pretty much it for this video. Tune in next time for my video on Death Knights. If this helped you, please comment and subscribe. And if you like this video, please like the video. Thank you. Adios.